And here we got another game on our hands. It's Cooked versus Despicable Me, the Div A matchup. I mean, oof. Cosmic, we've probably both played an insane amount of games with these players. Like a stupid amount, because these players are the ones, they're active in the server, they play a lot of Sixers, and that's where we end up seeing them. So I can't wait to see how this goes, but we'll hop on down to casters here, and we'll see a quick little look at Div A. These two teams haven't played yet, and we got two more teams playing later tonight with Sigma Gooners versus Monkey Business. All of the good old Division 8 games will be done by tonight, but as we look, it's a pretty close division. One game went to was 1 in 4, but the other in 5, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. With that being said, Cosmic, you want to talk a little bit about Cooked here?
Oh yeah, certainly. Here, let me pull up their stats. Obviously, this is the first game of the season, so we're not gonna have anything. But looking at this roster here, you got Risser. I believe he was the third ranked captain, but guy's just cracked. Like I'm excited to see him play. Swamp Donkey, as mentioned in the previous series, is an absolute menace on the ground. Do not let him have time with the ball. And Weevil is just a great all-around player. Definitely a steal for Risser here.
Yeah, actually, funny enough, Risser picked Weevil first and then rotated back to Swamp. Swamp was his actual steal pick. Swamp was like, it dropped a little bit, but for a free Swamp pick, it's not a bad one to take. And we'll see if it works out tonight, as this team takes on what I would consider one of the powerhouses of Division A. Let's take a look at Despicable Me's. We got Ecrux, a former LAN finalist and one of the former varsity players over at NDSU. We've got Hypnotic, a current fighter for the varsity squad at DSU, and a man who has some of the highest highs and lowest lows when it comes to ranked. Man can be GC3 one day and C3 the next. You never really know. And then we take a look at Spoopy, DCRL champ for Div A last semester when teamed up with Perchance and Remzik. But this season, he gets another fantastic team, and we will see if that reigns true. These boys looking good. Anything to say on this squad?
Honestly, I've seen Spoopy Man the most when it comes to Sixers, and I get dogged on. I'm not gonna lie, I get dogged on when he's in the lobby. So I'm excited to see him dog on everyone else.
All right, we're gonna work on getting these boys into a match. Looks like they're both teams are ready, but yeah, I'm gonna quickly toss it over to you. What is your prediction for this match?
Honestly, I don't want to say another game number 5 because we're already off schedule, but I can see this going to 5 games, but I'm gonna have to give it to Cooked. Risser being an absolute menace in the air. Then you have Swamp Donkey on the ground with an all-arounder in the form of Weevil. You have all your bases covered. I don't see how Cooked doesn't take this series.
See, I told you before I wanted to go Cooks. I'm actually gonna change my mind. The more I look at this Despicable Me's team, the more I want to watch Ecrux do some stupid stuff, and then just hope that they can stop Risser in the air. With that being said, I think I'm taking Despicable Me's in 4. I don't even think this goes to game 5. I got faith. With that being said, we're going to get these boys into a matchup. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Sadly, we have most of the cams other than Risser, because he decides to not like me, and that is okay. Not the end of the world.
Risser.
L Risser indeed. As we head into the game. Or if they ever want to join in the game.
Honestly, I'm just hoping this series is as exciting as that DFD series was.
All right, we got both sides joining up. We'll get you guys in there in just a moment. This series gonna look fantastic. Remind my hopes at least, as we see Despicable Me's face off against Cooked, and we're still on the timeout screen. I love when I do something funny and then it works out in the complete wrong way.
Well,
but
it's not a DCRL Steam if it ain't scuffed.
Through that, as Hypnotic takes one up high, he gets the flipper set over one. Off the backboard, he tries to follow. Again, off the backboard against Superman. Sends it to the backboard for the third time. And this ball is going to get put in the hands of Cooked. So, a little bit information about Cooked. I actually did scrim them with my team pretty recently. And they looked pretty dang good. As I say that, Weevil slots one home off the pass. And Cooks go up 1-0.
Oh, sorry about that. I was munching on a Dorito, but Weevil was just up for that right away. I could see that there was a lot of trust in his teammates to get that touch mid. As we see Cook with an early lead. They're only 30 seconds in, barely 30 seconds in, but Weevil, such an unfortunate whiff of Hypnotic, tends it towards target, gets denied by Risser. Risser still keeping up with the ball. Honestly, when I see him in Sixers, the ball is stuck to him like glue, so don't give him a lot of time with the ball. But Swamp Donkey tries to send it towards mid, but gets denied by Hypnotic.
You know, if there's one thing I can say that I'm very proud of these boys about, is none of them have weird periods and random ass position in their name, and none of them changed their name this week, which makes my life easier. So thank you to them for that. This ball floating back towards Hypnotic in the corner. He takes it out in the air. Is anyone there to stop him early? Swamp tries, but he goes under him. This ball on target, but Wrister able to get it out wide. Weevil takes a wide route. Superman able to cut him off early. E-Crux again trying to follow it up, but can't quite find anything. Hypnotic tries to shoot another one on, but Weevil sends it wide. And this offensive pressure from Despicable Me is a little slow, but it's starting to pick up as Risser forced to make another pass towards the mid, but no one's there. And Risser playing this backboard defense with menace, but this Despicable Me side having all the control. Oh. Cosmic is completely not.
Oh!
Fantastic job muting yourself.
I'm over here calming with like absolutely like zero actual comms. My mic was muted. I'm trying not to have the Dorito munching and crunches like pick up, but I actually did finish it, so we should be good here. But Risser with 12 boosts, back flips it, lobs it up and onto the side of Despicable Me's, gets cleared away by Spoopman. Spoopman unable to get the touch, gets denied by Risser as Risser tries to send it mid, unable to, but Weevil, we see a little touch mid here. No, gets denied by Hypnotic as Hypnotic sends it up there. A little bit of a double commit, but Risser might have called off Swamp Donkey there, which is very good. You don't really want to have a lot of double commits, especially in Div A. They can turn anything into a goal as we see Swamp Donkey taking possession, gets a favorable 50, but gets demoed for his troubles.
Yeah, the ball floats down the middle side. E-Crux can't quite get there in time. Swamp bumped away, but quick to follow his Risser. He makes a misjudge with his timing. Hypnotic able to take it out of his own half. Weevil a little awkward on the aerial. Gets a nice pop, but it's straight back to the blue side. This ball flying high. Swamp Donkey can't quite read it. Risser tries to send it out. Weevil can't get the read. Risser versus Hypnotic in the corner. This ball flips back towards Spoopy. Spoopy sends this one mid. Swamp knocks it down nicely. E-Crux can't quite get there in time. And Weevil with a nice little clear, but it's not enough. This ball collected by Hypnotic. It's a nice touch mid. Can he get another one? Not quite. Weevil able to knock it down. Risser to follow. Risser high in the air. It's a nice touch, but can he do anything more with it?
A bit of an unfortunate double command. Leaves Swamp Donkey all alone as we see Spoopy Man tries to get underneath.
Man.
The clear was just not enough as Hypnotic sends it away as we see the score tied 1-1 with only a minute and 30 left here in game number 1.
Yeah, Swamp Donkey left alone, gets a nice touch, but his teammates aren't back in time, and they find themselves tied up with a minute 33 left in the game.
Yeah, that is a favorable kickoff there, but gets denied by Risser. Hypnotic with 0 boost as we see the two, I believe the Despicable Me side unable to go back right, but Weevil with a big clear buys breathing time to breathe for this Cooked team, but unfortunate double commit there, but that's fine as Spoopy is able to get the touch down the way, but gets cut off by Risser.
Oh, it's a nice touch by Hypnotic, but met well by Risser. He's able to get it out wide. He's demoed for his efforts. This ball floating mid. Swamp Donkey the only one there, but E-Crux has boost. Tries to go for the skimmer, can't quite get it. This ball floating towards the backboard. Risser forced to make the read, gets bumped to the side. Swamp Pops it out, but it's straight to Spoopy. Spoopy goes above him. Ball off the backboard, met by Hypnotic. Back off the backboard again. Sneakrug's on, puts it away. A bit of backboard passing from the team, but they get it to go. Despicable Me's up by 1 with 47 seconds left.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. This Cooked team just didn't have the boost and the facilities to deal with that pressure, as Despicable Me's was just setting it up high. They knew they had boost, so all they had to do was just get that right opportunity to send it into this Cooked net. As Spoopy Man gets the demo, that could be a little bit of a dangerous clear here, but Weevil gets the clear as we see Ecrux taking his time, opts to put it mid, but no one's there. Gets cleared away by Risser.
Yeah, Hypnotic able to receive it in the corner. Can't get it quite around Swamp. Popped hard by Spoopy. Bit of an awkward touch by Weevil. Leaves Risser flying back to the corner. Met well by Hypnotic. Gets a nice touch mid. He crushed a follow. Can't quite get the double, and Weevil's going to get a clear. Hypnotic trailing back. Able to get there in time. Flying up the wall. Swamp Donkey meets as well. It floats down, but not where he wanted it, as it didn't waterfall in time. Ecrux out of his own corner. He needs to delay time. He needs to get it away from Risser. Keep it away from Swamp. Risser with a nice touch mid, and no one there to follow, and Spoopy sends it along, and if this falls on target, Despicable Me's with a garbage time goal find the first game win, 3-1.
An absolute show of dominance here for Despicable Me. They had so much pressure as they were able to lead this game with 2 points. We got to see some change here for Cooked, as they really didn't have a whole lot of time in this Despicable Me half.
No, and honestly, it was the Risser show and friends outside of the 1 goal by Weevil. Swamp couldn't quite get any safe time and control with the ball, and Weevil, a couple awkward touches, a little bit of positioning, and very low touches overall in this game. I want to see a little bit more out of him. And I don't know why it says he's from South Dakota State. He 100% goes to BHSU, but fair enough. Oh, man. That was a good game, though. Good game 1. I just need to see more out of Swamp and Weevil. Not enough out of them, and it shows with how bad, how dominant that end of that game was for Despicable Me's.
Yes, very.
Alright, working our way into game number 2. Cosmic, you played varsity with this man himself, Risser. I gotta ask, does the man have a single weakness, or does he just seem as impenetrable as he is?
Honestly, against our teammates, he seems to be an unstoppable force. Like, the only time that I could see like our team as a whole get in trouble is when they like shut down Risser by making sure he just doesn't have enough time to do mechanics. As he actually does have a freestyler background, so he's honestly, any touch that he has can be very dangerous, but just don't let him have boost. That's all I have to say. Just don't let Risk have boost.
That's easier said than done. And Swamp Donkey alone with time in the field. Pops one up high. Hypnotic with a nice touch up. Able to get one. Tries to get around Weevil. Can't quite. Man out of his own half. Meets Swamp in the middle, but Risser quick to follow. Not a lot of boost, but he gets a nice touch mid. Hypnotic killed for his efforts, but Ecrux able to get it off the backboard. Nice touch out. Weevil, another demo. This ball floating back towards the net. Hypnotic though with time and money. Money being boosted. This ball floats mid. Ecrux can't quite get the touch, but Superman quick to follow. This ball just stays on this blue side.
Yeah, a definite 180 from this second game here, as we might see a dangerous lob almost get into the net, but Risser a little awkward here as we don't see anyone back. Swamp Donkey forced to go back, but Hypnotic with 0 boost, unable to get not like the best setup, but it's still on target. That is a really good flick from Swamp Donkey. His flicks are absolutely insane.
Yeah, it was a nice pass there from Ecrux and Hypnotic. Boogeyman tries to follow that up. Weevil alone on the backcourt. Can he get something mid pass-wise? No, he can't. This ball flips back towards Spoopy. Spoopy gets a touch mid Hypnotic. Hypnotic with no boost. Can't get much to go. As Ecrux forced to try to play Pisser in the middle. Oh, crap. That's not his actual name. Hypnotic trying to come through. Swamp Donkey with a nice cut. Sends it back into the blue half. Risser with an opportunity. Puts it on, but Ecrux just barely able to free flip the side away, and Cooked get that stolen from him.
Yeah, that was such a Hail Mary pre-flip there. I was half expecting that to go in solely because Ecrux had 0 boost, but Ecrux just has that dog in him as he gets the demo. Not right on target. As we see Despicable Me take the lead here with 2 minutes into the game in game number 2.
Yeah, that's a nice shot on by Hypnotic. They find a goal here now, and with 3 minutes left, they actually do control the momentum without any of that first 2 minutes of absolute pressure against the Mattering, but that's an awkward touch, and Pisser had a free shot, but Swamp Donkey doesn't allow him to have it, misses the open net, and this is back into awkward positioning for this Cook side. A little awkward touch there. Swamp with a whiff. Weevil on the shot. Gets it to go. Weevil finds another. It's 1-1.
Yeah, if that was me on the mast, I was half expecting Swamp Donkey to get the touch there, but I don't think they were expecting him to whiff, and Weevil was just right where he needed to be, and he was able to get that excellent placement to tie up the game here.
Yeah, that went right around him. Spoon Man on that back line just couldn't find anything. Hypnotic with a nice touch out there. Ecrux in the air. Goes for the backboard. It falls off, and he gets it. Absolute calculated masterpiece there by Ecrux.
Yeah, that's such an unfortunate whiff there. But what can you do? What can you do really when everyone has the ability to just score whenever they want to? You're just gonna have to take that on the chin, regroup. You have 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. There is still hope here if you're a Cooked fan.
Yeah, Hypnotic in the air, coming down. Swamp Donkey gets a nice touchdown, but this ball floating towards the backboard. Spoopy doesn't read it well as Pitzer sends it to the wide side. Hypnotic, a nice pop up. Ecrux can't get a touch. Risser gets a nice touchdown. Hypnotic forced to take it out of his own corner. Can't get it. Oh, can get it quite around Weevil. Tries to go on Swamp, but he shoots off too early. Swamp gets bumped though. It's awkward on this half. And Spoopy Man, weird like flop of a attempt to try to put that on target. Hypnotic can't quite get to the ball. Swamp going for boost over ball there. And Hypnotic is forced to play it back into Weevil, and this ball is just delayed in this blue half.
Yeah, a lot of fast play here, but not a lot of shot opportunities here. It's gone towards the net, but it gets cleared away easily by this Despicable Me team. But as we see Weevil go up, gets the read off of Spooky Man. As we see Hypnotic get the touch off the wall. Maybe can he find a teammate? Gets beat by Risser. That could be on target, but it's denied by Ecrux. Spooky Man with 0 boost has to get the clear away to deny any sort of opportunity for shooting. Zero boost here between Weevil and Ecrux, but it seems like they refilled. Ecrux was an amazing pre-flip there as Risser, not the 50 you want, but it does go Swamp Donkey's way, as we could see a passing play here, but Risser bails out of it at the last second.
Yeah, it was a little too low. Probably couldn't get out there in time. If he did touch it, would have been awkward. Ecrux, double 50s in his own corner. Risser met high. Ecrux with a nice pop out. This ball in the air. It's sent down and away by Swamp Donkey. Weevil to follow. Gets cut off early by Spoopy. And Swamp Donkey cut well by Ecrux. Can Ecrux get a nice follow on this? He touches it around Risser. Hypnotic. Not enough boost to follow it well. Has to take it to the skies. Get it past one, but Swamp Donkey there to follow it out. Can he get it past Ecrux here? Yes, he can. To flip high, but Spoopy Man's there. He gets touched back to the corner, and Swamp Donkey is killed for his efforts.
Yeah, a little bit of an awkward touch there from Risser. Huge demo from Risser, but unfortunately no one was able to take advantage of that as we see a touch mid, hopefully to find a teammate, but it gets caught and intercepted by Spoopy. Risser with all the time in the world sends it back towards Despicable Me as we have 10 seconds left. A miracle needs to happen. That shot's a little bit wide from Risser, but Weevil's right there, but he was unable to make contact with 0 seconds left. Ecrux is just gonna let the ball fall as they take game number 2.
Yeah. Honestly, Despicable Me is looking fantastic so far in this series. I would say the only issues they ever seem to have is the second they get a little awkward on defense, they start I wouldn't say hesitating. They start panicking. And that's a little bit purely just Hypnotic and Spoopy Man. Ecrux tends to have a solid head in the moment, but it hasn't affected them too badly, I guess, because they're up 2-0 in the series. We'll see if that continues. A fantastic start, though, by Despicable Me, and they're on their way to a sweep, but here comes the most important and most difficult game to win. Game number 3.
Yeah, that match point, honestly, if it's anything like that, this first series that we had, they may have a little bit of trouble, but Despicable Me is looking really hot right now. So they might just be able to seal this series up nice and clean with a good 3-0.
Hey, if they can carry the momentum all the way through, I'm not going to deny it. As Despicable Me so far have looked like the better team in the series. I want to see Cook perform. I'm a big fan of Weevil. Been friends with him for a while. And Rister has always been a fun player to watch for me as a ball floating high. Rister to follow, put the shot on, and we start off earlier as Cook take an early lead.
Yeah, Risser might just be listening in on our comms as he's able to answer our prayers and starts this game off hot with an amazing goal.
Yeah, that was an absolute laser top left, and Cook take an early lead, but the important part here is trying to hold it. As Weevil a little awkward here. Rister able to play it out. Goes for another shot on, can't quite find it. His ball floating high. Ecrux just a tap down, tries to get it followed up by Hypnotic, but can't quite. Female with an awkward touch. Hypnotic able to get the touch away. So low boost on the back line. This ball to Weevil. Weevil pops it up high. Ecrux getting bumped out of the way. The entire team is gone. An open net, but Spoopy on a last-ditch effort finds a way through and maintains their momentum. Oh man, there was almost nothing to be done there. This ball floating mid. Swamp Donkey can't quite get to it. Weevil can't get the save in the back half. Put on by Ecrux, and they find the equalizer early on.
Yeah, that's such an unfortunate whiff, but in Div A, you gotta save those, or else they're just gonna send the ball flying back towards your net there. But the game is tied. We are not even a minute left here into the match, so anything can happen.
Yeah, no doubt. Is Hypnotic with a nice touch to Ecrux. Ecrux in the air, met well by Risser. Risser that's one to the sidewall. Can he get any more? It's on target, but it's too slow as it's sent away by Hypnotic. Ecrux off his back line. He gets a pop over one, pop over two. He's got the flip reset, but can he get more? Hypnotic quick to follow it up. A touch over, and Spoopy Man left his post, leaving them wide open on the side, sadly. As the ball floats back into the blue half, Weevil to follow, and it floats away out towards Risser.
Risser pops it mid, unable to find a teammate, gets cleared away by Spoopy Man. Swamp Donkey with 0 boost, forced to take it up, hopefully find a teammate, but Risser able to get it past one, but Hypnotic is there to catch. Gets a good touch mid, but that could be dangerous, but Ecrux gets the clear mid, gets bumped for his troubles, but that is a very lucky bump there. Very lucky play as it gets sent towards his cooked half, but Risser has so much boost. Can he make a play happen? He gets the touch mid, but it gets cleared away by Spoopy Man.
Ecrux with time in the air. He gets the flip reset. He uses it to get back to the ball. He takes it high, but Risser's there to keep it out. Weevil pops this one up. Is anyone there to follow? Swamp tries to get something to the corner. Risser can't beat it in time. Spoopy knocking it into his orange half. He meets it well. It's floating mid. Swamp able to keep it out of trouble here as Hypnotic pops it back into the corner. Can he get a follow? Yes, he can. Spoopy Man up over Risser, but can't get anything down. And a touchdown. Ecrux can't get anything to go, and Cooked will maintain.
Yeah, a little bit of a stalemate here as the ball hasn't quite been on one side for far too long, but what can you say here as the Swamp Donkey gets the favorable 50, but as we see Ecrux with the whiff, but he wasn't able to find a pass mid as what Hypnotic gets 50 here, but Ecrux a little awkward here on this I forgot their team name, Despicable Me half here, as we see a lot of pressure coming here from Cook. Good touch, a little bit off. Not able to secure it here.
SP by Spoopy Man absolutely needed there. He gets a nice touch high. Ecrux already in the air, tries to pop it down to somebody. No one's there in time. Hypnotic with boost in time, launches it high. Is anyone there? He gets a demo. He gets two! It's off the backboard. Ecrux can't put it away. Spoopy Man sends this one back mid. It's falling down to Ecrux. Can he get something on target? No, he can't. It's sent away by the Cook's back line here as they're in desperate times. Those calls for desperate measures. Spoopy Man can't get anything to go through their line. Hypnotic tosses this one down. Spoopy Man, it's a hard to get the sidewalls. Can't follow it up. Risser slides this one deep. Weevil can't get a nice touch, and it'll fly back to Swamp.
Dad, as I say that, Despicable Me is with a lot of pressure here, keeping it on this cooked half as Weevil gets the clear that they needed, but Spoopy Man able to intercept. There's see Risser, full tank of boost. Can he make a play happen? No, he runs out of boost, but he goes under. He has possession. Can we see a flick here? That is a really good flick here as they take the lead for, I believe, the first time this series.
Absolute textbook. I'm going to cut you off there because they have gotten the opening goals, but the first lead deep into a game, a multi-goal lead, the first multi-goal lead of this series. That's their first game with two. We'll see if they can do anything more, though. Ecrux gets a little bit of a position here. Can't quite get it past Risser. Spoopy goes low. Takes out Swamp. Weevil, though, takes it off the top. Swamp following off Weevil's touch. Can he get anything more here? No, Hypnotic sends this one away. Weevil on his own back line. Can he get anything here? He's able to get boost, but he's got no time. Ball flies to Ecrux. Ecrux try to go low on Risser, but Risser gets him to boom it out wide, and Weevil with a nice follow-up keeps this in the blue half.
Oh, that was almost a roll one, but the Hypnotic up in the air. Can he get the foot? Gets cleared away by Risser, but Spoopy Man keeps it on that half, keeps the pressure alive, but Swamp Donkey tries to send it mid. Not quite the touch that you would want there, but as you see, Spoopy Man maybe getting the sidewall read, but that's just open for Risser. Too high, but it gets cleared away by Ecrux.
Yeah, Spoopy can't quite meet it in the middle there as Ecrux from his own backline. Low boost, but he's got time. Tries to flip it around one, but Swamp meets it early. 15 seconds left. They're running out of time. That's an awkward touch by Weevil. His ball floating down in front of net. Is anyone there to put it on? It's floating there. No one's able to get it. This ball staying wide. Swamp keeps it high, just trying to get it away. And with 0 seconds left, it'll fall, and Cooked find one back in this series.
Yeah, they just seem to find life as a team as they're able to stay alive here in game number 3, but you have 2 more games to play here and win if you want to take this series.
Yeah, that was not the game that you want. You want a commanding and a controlled game, and that was not it. That was a bit of a handheld there by Risser as he almost... I don't think I can say anything other than carry his teammates. He currently has over 3 times his teammates' combined score, and it's off of an absolute performance from him. Patrick, what do I say to that? Like, that's insane out of Risser.
Insane indeed, but Swamp Donkey and Weevil, they got to step it up here. It can't just be Risser doing everything to score, not only and save, but like, the guy can only do so much. We need to see some support here for Risser.
He really, really, really needs that support. And as we look into this game here, running out of time, running out of options here. I'm very confused. All right, we're back in it.
Yeah,
game number 4, DCRL Div A, week 1. Hypnotic up early. Can't get it around Weevil. It's sent down, but straight to Spoopy. Spoopy tries to play to the outside of Risser. Can't quite get anything to go. Spoopy with a pop mid, but no one's there to follow it up. Low boost from the Despicable Me side. Need to find something here. This ball, awkward, but Hypnotic just trying to get out of his own half. Almost on target there by Weevil. It's sent away. Not able to get anything there by Swamp, and Risser gets the demo, but beat in the air. Almost on target for Hypnotic. Spoopy Man pops it up, but that was an attempt there they wish they could get back.
Yeah, it's a very unfortunate whiff, but it might be in the favor of Cook, as we see Ecrux taking possession here. Gets the good 50 there as he waits for Swamp Donkey to get the touch to him. Gets bumped away by Weevil, but Spoopy Man goes for the touch here. Can he get a double tap? Are we going to see him? Gets cleared away by Weevil, but the Hypnotic there is able to get possession of the ball, but gets cleared away by Spoopy. Double commit there.
Oh.
But it doesn't matter because Ecrux, an absolute sniper, sends it top corner.
The absolute accuracy on that ball right there just ruins this Cook side, and Despicable Me's take an early lead. 1-0, 4 minutes left. Can they find something to get them back here? Cooked on the back foot.
Yeah, 4 minutes. Anything can happen here, but that early lead does help because that's less work that you have to do. But that was a good save from Swamp Donkey. Keeps the team alive as we see an unfortunate whiff from Weevil. Risser forced to play it slow, forced to play it back so his teammates can get back into position. But Risser with 0 boost, unable to... Actually, he does keep up with it. Can he get the flip reset? Unable to get the touch as we see Swamp Donkey whiff. No, that's not what we need here. But there is a lot of corner play here. I'm not sure what the thought process of that was, but maybe Weevil was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Maybe as Hypnotic gets a touch out wide, Ecrux to follow it in the middle. Get the pop mid, met by Risser. He's in the air. He's got the flip reset, but he's sent down by Hypnotic. Weevil able to get a nice 50, but not net well enough as Spoopy Man able to get that one away. Swamp from his own backline. beaten by Ecrux on the 50. This ball high, drop down. Is anyone there? Not in time. Risser able to get that one wide for the time being. Risser behind this, but Ecrux just taking his time, delaying this ball high off the backboard. Another nice touch, a nice little pop by Ecrux. Risser with the boost and time. Met quickly by Ecrux again. This man just not letting Risser break through the line. Hypnotic with an awkward attempt here, but it stays in this blue half.
Yeah, a lot of pressure, but they aren't quite able to take it home here as they're still down by 1 with half a game played already. Weevil, not a lot of boost, gets beat up by Ecrux, but as we see, not Ecrux, Hypnotic there as Ecrux pops it up mid, but gets denied by Weevil. As Risser is ready for the touch, can we see a play here? No one is mid here. Swamp Donkey a little late to react as we see a dangerous ball.
Oh. The chances there, man. There were so many, and none came to fruition. There's this ball dropped down to Hypnotic. Met quickly by Risser. Spoopy Man able to cut Risser off, but it's not the perfect 50. This ball coming back into the blue half. Ecrux able to pick up the boost, trying to avoid the bump. He avoids it, but Weevil slots one home with 2 minutes left. Cook find the equalizer.
Yeah, very unfortunate there. Ecrux leaving the third man position to grab corner boost was the straw that broke the camel's back there, and that allowed Cook to get their first goal of the game here. Tied up with 2 minutes. If you can get a goal here, that is a serious advantage, as whoever is in the deficit will have less time to tie it up.
Yeah, Weevil tries to keep it high. Met well by Hypnotic. This ball floating in the air. Spoopy Man cuts it off early. That's a nice touch, but Swamp Donkey will select low. Hypnotic cuts him off. This ball floating back towards the net. Weevil forced to take it to the corner. Ecrux watching from below, stalking his prey. Spoopy Man instead decides to take the lead on it. This ball falling back down to Spoopy Man tries to put a shot on, but Swamp Donkey with an easy save. Hypnotic tries to put something else mid. He pops it back up to himself. He's got another one! Weevil on the back line, able to get it away, and Swamp will pull it back towards his corner. That was close.
That was very dangerous, especially with the demo coming out here, but that shot just wasn't hard enough, and it gets lobbed away for Weevil, able to make the easy save, but Weevil low boost, forced to kind of take possession here. Actually beats Ecrux, but Spoopy Man sends it down to mid. Hypnotic able to link up with that passing place. Ecrux, amazing ceiling read, was able to find exactly where Cook wasn't defending and is able to take the lead here.
Ecrux accuracy will always amaze me. This man will look like he's just flying at the ball from an awkward angle and then dime it in between the enemy defenders. Fantastic touch. With a minute left, Cook on the back foot of losing this game as 2-1 the series score and 2-1 the game score, all the same. Ecrux alone, flying. Can he get the double? It doesn't need to. It's far down and 3-1. Wow. The nails are getting driven. Will they continue as Cooked on their back foot here with 35 seconds left? Cosmic, do you think they have a chance?
Honestly, it's Rocket League. Anything can happen, but with the way that Ecrux is playing, I give Cook a very slim chance here, as we see a dangerous ball here. Man is unable to get the shot on target, but with a little under 30 seconds remaining, so much will happen. But Weevil, with the absolute cannon of a shot, was on target, but they did have a third man back there to defend, and with 15 minutes left, I think it wraps. But wait, Swamp Donkey unable to get the touch.
That ball would have flown mid to Pisser, instead Swamp Donkey took it. Hypnotic out of the corner. This ball's gonna fall, and Despicable MIIS, I'm gonna take the absolute rep from my prediction. Take it in 4, and Cooked fall to 0-1.
What a game! What a series!
Wow. Honestly, not what I expected. Well, it's exactly what I expected, but honestly, I don't expect my expectations to come true. Let's just say that. But I'll take the props. I'll take the props on the prediction. But Risser again. This is a lot closer this time. Weevil and Swamp playing a lot harder. Most of it coming out of saves. But wow, the Risser show and friends. Really, all that game was. 751 is score over Ecrux, but Ecrux his team. The better shooting, the better passing, and the win today. They're waiting for in the good old waiting room for us. We'll be right in about 2 seconds here as soon as I figure out how to do my own job, which don't worry, I've done I think well enough. As we pull these boys in, and we just have to say one thing: congratulations, boys. How are we feeling?
You know,
Come on.
just another day at the office.
Feeling good about it.
Oh wow, that is nuts.
No,
We
I'm
enjoyed-
just kidding. I'm just kidding. That was a good game.
All right, well, congratulations, boys. That was a great win. You guys took it in 4. I mean, I gotta ask you, Ecrux, why no sweep?
Why no sweep? Well, you know, we just can't do a 3-0, you know? It just doesn't look good. We don't want to ruin them too hard. Well, actually, they started that third...
points.
Yeah, Risser went crazy that third game, I can't lie. I couldn't stop him there.
Yeah,
He watched me
man,
fly by him, and then he flicked the top corner, you know?
and the flick went crazy too. Yeah, it was a great game out of him, and it was a great game out of you though for the other. I'd say probably 3 that you won. So don't be too down on yourself for the one.
That flip reset air dribble, I'm so sad.
Yeah, that was close. Spoopy, question over to you. You coming in, you won last season, you're feeling good, you're feeling right, you get a week 1 win here. I gotta ask you, spirits are high. You're definitely, I'm not gonna ask you if you think you're gonna win, because you think you're gonna win. You know that. In your heart of hearts, you know you're gonna win. But I gotta ask you, your teammates coming in, what surprised you out of them? Hypnotic and Ecrux here.
Out of my teammates, bro, I'd say like the first sesh we hopped in a game together, bro, is instantly just dialed in. These boys, the chemistry just right off the rip was insane. Just vibes are always high, like you just can't match it.
Gotcha. Cosmic, any questions for the boys?
Honestly, GG's. I was rooting for Cooked, but you guys played an amazing series, especially with you, Ecrux. You were just able to find exactly where they weren't defending and just able to snipe it into the goal. Absolutely insane.
All right, not a question, but we'll take it. I got one more question. Over to Hypnotic. Hypnotic, you came off a peak, you came off a low. How you feeling right now in ranked?
I'm back up there. We're back where I need to be. 1600.
All right,
It's
all
fine.
right. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Well, boys, y'all have a fantastic night. Make sure you're watching a little bit later on. We got another DIV matchup, the last one of the week, final DIV game. So make sure you boys are watching. But you guys put on a show. You took it in 4. I'll take it. I predicted this exactly, so I'm not going to complain. Y'all have a fantastic night.
Yeah, so.
Peace
Peace.
out. Appreciate you guys streaming.
GG's.
Yep.
GG's.
All right, taking it back to Cosmic and I. What a game! I mean, 2 solid series, man. I can't complain.
It was an absolutely amazing game, and Ecrux was able to just find the holes in the Cooked team.
Yeah, I mean, it was Ecrux shooting mantra mixed with very, very solid play. They were playing as a full team, and that was what honestly made that win so strong. It showed that like when one player's on and 2 are off, it's just not going to work out. And unless that one player goes nuts like game 3, but all 3 of them doing what they could, a little bit of desperation, but outside of that, played almost perfect gameplay out there. And I got to say, that was a fantastic matchup. But with that being said, everybody who is watching, thanks so much for watching with us. Cosmic, I'm going to let you say whatever you got to say before we head on out here.
Drink water, don't do drugs, stay in school.
All right, drink water, don't do drugs, stay in school. Fantastic, Cosmic. Everyone, boys and girls, whoever's watching, I'm surprised if there's girls in here. Thank you so much for watching so far. We have 2 games and we got one more tonight. We have the good old Monkey Business versus, I'm not going to say that name again for the 3rd time today. I don't like it, but honestly, it's a name. Be sure to come back here. We'll be back in, I would say, about an hour. The stream will start back up. Make sure you're watching where we'll be back here. I think he's joined by a fantastic guest. We'll say it. We'll see it. And with that being said, make sure you look down there, socials below. Make sure you're following so you get to see the VODs of these games. They'll go on our YouTube. Make sure you're following all the socials. Make sure you stay up to date with DCRL. Make sure if you're going to make any poor life decisions, use Epic Creator Code DCRL. And but I will say, don't make any bad decisions because of the code, but we'll take your money. At the end of the day, thanks so much everyone for watching. We'll be back in about an hour, and I'll say it just because chat's asking me. They're up against Sigma Gooners.
Ain't no marriage, ain't no last name.
You to draw.